Blitz. Wow, really? This is a 15-minute game? I forgot. All right. Yeah, so the lore of this game is you are a doctor on a ship that's trying to rescue a princess, and the ship is destroyed. All hands are lost. You're the only one that's left. And so you go after her. So you're a dude flying around in space, basically. And Abadox is a living planet that you have to traverse. So you enter it, and it's all gross and insidey parts and all that stuff. So that's the deal. But you guys saw this already, so there you go. That's the explanation. Let's see how this goes. Can't spell Natsume without a... That's true. Those are facts, White Hat. Can't argue with facts. So yeah, speed up. Speed ups are very important in this game. Holy cow, are they important. Okay. That was my fault. I was like, I gotta go get that barrier. Hey, timer, come on. I didn't want to stop the timer, but force a habit. I hit reset, so I hit the timer to start over again. So I wanted to get that barrier, and I was like, kind of, like, I was like, oh, I don't need to be up here to get the barrier, and go get that later. So I ran right into it instead of, just collecting it like a normal person would. Okay, I put myself into a pickle here a little bit. Yeah. I'll eat that one. The lives don't really matter. Especially at the start of the game. That's fine. You have unlimited continues. What you want to do is use your barrier to clear stuff out, but I kind of felt like I rushed into that and got myself into a bad position. Die, and then get up here. Clear that out. Get the barrier. Okay. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. There we go. I'm just trying to hide from bullets right now. There we go. Okay, now we're going to pull the barrier in close. That's not even what I wanted to do, but it worked out okay. Oh, good. We got the third barrier. Good. All right. It's a little sloppy, but we're getting the job done. And we're coming up to the first boss, which is Bao, the guardian dog thing that's, I guess, been digested and spit out. Because look at it. You can kill this thing really quickly if you go with Reckless Abandon, which I am not doing. You just basically have to hope for the best that shot gets hit by your barrier every time that he shoots out right at you. If it doesn't, then you die, and it's tragic. So, we're trying to avoid that for this time. That's a speed up as well, so that's good. See, definitely not Life Force, guys. I don't know where you get the idea from that this game was a ripoff of Life Force. It's ridiculous. We're bypassing a lot of upgrades here. Quote-unquote gun upgrades. Because they stink. So, we're not worried about them. We do want those missiles, though. And we do want the... I always figured like the P was for Plasma Shield. I'm not entirely sure on that. But there's 2 levels of that. We have the first one, which means we can take 1 projectile shot right now. If we get the second level, we can take 2 projectile shots, which is pretty great. And that's on my person. That's on me as the character. Technically, I don't want that barrier, so I'm going to not get it. Because we want to lose our barrier at the start of the next stage to save time. Alright, so we got a boss. And now we get to go mashing! And not get shot, which is nice. So I get to keep my plasma shield. Expand this out a little bit. And we're just going to lose it by running into this blue... whatchamadoo. the thing that collapses there. Alright, and we have level 2 plasma, and we're just going to sit back. These turrets will shoot 3 shots, and after they shoot 3 shots, they're out of ammo. So just stay back in the middle of the screen and you're good to go. There's the laser. Laser is the most powerful weapon in the game, by far. It's absolutely the weapon you want, but you don't want to die to show it off. Okay, so now we have drunken missiles. There's 3 levels of missiles. The third level is pretty good homing. The second level is, we'll kind of go in the direction of an enemy, but we'll never actually really hit it, unless you get lucky. But you absolutely want the third level missiles. They're really important, especially for the next stage. Alright, we're not going to get the quick kill, because I'm out of practice, but we can get a quick kill. Normally you kill him right as he's turning up the first time. He loops down and comes up here, and then he's dead. But I played it a little safe. 3 shots, and then we're good. So this is where the tight corridors really come in to the game. This stage in particular. So we're going to spawn some enemies real quickly to get them out of our way before they would be really a pain. We have to be very careful in our movement. Even though you can get going pretty fast, I feel like the fidelity of control over your movement stays pretty good in this game. So that's a real credit to the fine folks at Natsume. Oh, I forgot about that arm. Okay, well, that arm is gonna live. By the grace of God, I guess. So did we. Oof. I guess that went right into the barrier. Let's try to get that barrier closer. I like to keep it, yeah, right like that, right against me. There we go. So we took 1 hit to the plasma shield. That's okay. And this is the level where we want to get the third missile upgrade, which I think is right here, yes. And so now these missiles are pretty good homing missiles. They're not perfect, but they're pretty good. And that's going to be very important for the next little segment of this stage, because there are enemies that you otherwise can't hit unless the missiles home in on them. So here we go. See, it doesn't quite, you have to kind of goose it a little bit to get to the right position, but then you see. We'll get there. And again, these quarters are pretty tight. And you see, even with the upgrade, it's not a guarantee by any means that you'll hit it. Okay. In my run of this, I do not do the quick kill on this boss. I will not do it here now either because, you know, again, out of practice. But you basically just want to sit in front of it, back up, and kill it, you know, before it hits the left side of the screen. That's the preferred kill. But I think, I don't know if in my run I mispositioned myself or I just like got nervous because I was doing okay at the time or what. But I know that's like the one major failing there where there can be a lot of time saved. This is another stage where you really want to have these, I mean, this is, you know, the same zone, I guess, but you really want to have the homing missiles here, too, for these 2 plant bosses right here, or plant enemies right here. And as you can see, not really being cooperative right there. Oh, you gotta avoid these little red flower petals or whatever they are. Jeez, okay. Whew. And then we're just going to hug the right side of the screen and let those go. It's going to create a lot of slowdown, but shooting them doesn't matter because they keep respawning. That actually just slows things down even worse. Alright, so you kind of want to position yourself between his eye and his nose. And I'm going to back off a little bit, but like if you were doing the quick kill, that's pretty much where you set yourself. I'm just trying to maintain my plasma shields for the next stage, basically, which is why we're doing this a lot slower than we otherwise would need to. You can get lucky and have your barrier do the work here, but oftentimes you'll lose 1 or 2 levels of plasma shield, and I prefer to not do that here. Because this stage can go sideways, too. I mean, really, any stage in this game can go sideways, is the lesson of Abadox. But there's, like, very specific ways that things can go sideways. And one of them in this stage is there are crab claws that spawn. There you go. And when you kill them, they explode. Oh, my goodness! Okay. Well, I just ran into that one, and we did lose the plasma shield. But fortunately, we had 2 levels of it, so... we're staying alive. That's good news. And we're staying with our shield as well, so that's the important thing. Okay. You can kind of see the missiles will direct themselves towards the crab claws, too, even before they spawn. They kind of give you a little hint that they're there. And sometimes you're just in too close a quarters, and when they explode, they come out at you. It's no good. Okay, we can maybe do something approximating the quick kill for this boss. Yeah. Pretty much the normal quick kill for that boss. So we get our plasma shield back, and we're level 2 there. We're trying to let the homing missiles do the work here. When you get a barrier, even if you already have 4 barriers, it will replenish your barrier. So every time your barriers take a hit, it does a little damage. I don't even know how many hits they can sustain before they die, but you'll see them turn blue when they're starting to go. But that's a great thing in this game. You can replenish your shields and your barriers before they go away. Unlike in, say, Gradius, where you have to lose your shield to regain it, which is counterintuitive, in my opinion. Oh, good hitbox. All right. We just avoided it. Okay, so I like to position myself just to the left of the eye, because that way I can't get shot. And just let the barrier do the work for this thing over on the side. And just mash like crazy with your laser, and you're fine. No problem. Oh, that was my bad. I was looking at my splits there like a dummy, because I was way behind on them. I love this song. It's too short of a loop, though, unfortunately. When Lanx was doing all of his drum streams, I was like, oh, I want him to do this song from Abadox. And then I realized it was like a 10-second loop. I was like, oh, that's not much of a good choice at that point. Oh, sorry, 1 second. Okay. Oh, hey, Wandering Mind donated $5 to have us play Mega Man 3 DOS in CGA. Comment says, I want to run Axelay. Ooh, I just did barely avoid that. That would have been tragic. I'll read that comment in a hot second. Let's kill these boss. There's a quick kill you can do on the boss where, like, they glitch out and they stay on screen, but they're dead. I want to run Axelay. Glad I could catch the event. Thank you so much, Wandering Mind. I really appreciate that. So yeah, you want to keep laser once you have it. If you get another weapon and you get the ring gun, that's a pretty good gun. It covers a pretty wide area per shot, but it's just not nearly as powerful. Get that barrier refill. So ideally, you know, we're dealing with the slowdown a lot better in the speedrun of this. But, you know, we're just kind of trying to survive at this point. Those explosions are very weird from those little star enemies. Sometimes they'll kill you if you get too close. Sometimes they won't. And I imagine how it works is you have to be, like, actually on top of the explosion when they go off. Ooh, that would have been bad. Again, here's where our homing missiles pay off in spades, because we can let them do the work and go scouting for us and clear our path. This is Pinbot. Again, you want to get up close for the quick kill. And just throw caution to the wind. Okay, here's where the game actually becomes difficult. Oh, jeez. I forgot that my splits aren't splitting today. Okay. So this is the final level of the game. And it's by far the most difficult. Right about here? Ah, crud. So yeah, you have this junk, this absolute garbage, where these enemies coalesce from 5 little points of fire. There you go. There you see one, the ghost. And if you hit any of them before they turn into their form, then they all individually come after you, and it is awful. It's just the worst. Also, there's... Okay. Oh, man. How did I survive that? Sheer luck. Okay. So, there's a good chance we're going to die here. Because we can't avoid that. But we didn't die! Oh my god, we made it through! Quick kill incoming. Yeah! Okay! A great victory has been earned today. You guys don't even understand how difficult that bullshit section is right there. That's where I was like, before the whole shmup block started. Oh, geez, we're still going to die. Yep. Okay, we died there. That's okay. I don't care. We got through the hard part. I actually have pretty decent strats for this recovery. I got too excited. So what we're going to do, we're going to sit back here. We're going to shoot this. And we're going to avoid that. Okay, we only have one left to worry about. Ah, damn. Okay, that's okay. So when we started, that section right there, what? I disagree. Sometimes I feel like the game kind of just kills you. Little bullets get you when it doesn't feel like they should get you. Okay. Okay, there we go. That's what we want to do. Get this, and then we're going to hang out over here. Okay, good. Oh, what on earth? It's like, great, we got a barrier. Dead! But I got a barrier! Now you're dead! Unfortunately, because you are so underpowered at this point, it can still be a little iffy to survive. But these are the backup strats in action. Barrier. Okay, get that nice and close. Good, alright. So we're okay now. We're not great. We're by no means out of the woods, but we're better. Okay, good. No! Come on, man! Stupid brain ship thing. I don't even know what all the enemies are. Ugh! Alright. That's the struggles. I don't think that actually hit me, but it doesn't matter what I think. That's why I usually do it like that. I stay back farther. Oh my god. You have to get over to the right, though. You don't really have much of a choice, because you want to get all of these upgrades here. The speed being by far the most important, but you really want the barrier, the missiles. Okay, so you're saying I ran into the back of that? That's how it goes. You don't want to die, especially in this last bit. Oh. Okay. Ooh. It's difficult because visually that doesn't look like I'm hitting it, but I'm just like nipping the edge of the hitbox for that platform. Cutting it too close, which is why that last part was so difficult. Okay, there we go. Now we got missiles. All right. Ooh. There we go. Ooh. Feel lucky there too. Okay, barrier. Pull it close. Pull it closer, please. Alright, let's deal with that. Okay. Don't go to the left too far. Yeah. Okay. That's why I went over in the first place. Okay, now we are going to get a laser here. Or, I'm sorry. The game's going to offer us a laser. Whether or not we get it remains to be seen. Another barrier. Very good. Barrier's a little bit far away, but I'm not going to adjust it right now. There's the laser. Okay, just stay right here. Take them down. Get the other barrier. It's fine. Dude, this thing better go away. Whew, okay. That's a quick kill for that boss. Unfortunately, that was, they got a little rough after that first death. That's how it goes, though. You get stripped down so bad when you die in this game. But it makes the recovery all the more sweet, so there's that. And again, because this is a shmup, there has to be a high-speed sequence. So here's ours in this game. We're just escaping. We have the princess in our hands, so we can't fire our gun anymore. The scaling is a little bit weird. If you saw her come out of that alien that we just defeated, but don't worry about that. And that's it. There we go. Hey, still under 20 minutes. All right. That went better than I expected. Well, that run, Zen, is total horseshit. I don't know if you've actually watched that run, but that run is... I should not have allowed that run. That run should be disqualified. It's lewd and lascivious. Yeah, don't watch it, Zen. Don't. Also, I would love to know how you managed to watch the second place run, since it is not a video that exists. Yeah, I'm glad to see someone picking this up. I was shocked and surprised. I like woke up one morning, I'm like, what the fuck? Why is someone asking me about Abadox? But it's a really fun shmup. I really like the music in this game a lot. Oh, Taichi worked on this. That's what he did before he became a wrestler. How about that? This is a game that I got as a kid, and so I have that real strong nostalgia factor for it. But it's a very satisfying shmup, and it's pretty short, which I think is good for shmups because they can be pretty intense. But yeah, it's like nice little romp through the game. You just have to not die. That's it. Kill enemies quickly. Don't get the wrong power-ups, and try to cut down on that lag. I'm sure there's a lot of spots where you could reduce lag over some stuff I did because that wasn't really as much of a focus for me. So that might be an area where you can really improve. But definitely that shark quick kill. If you watch my run, you can see where I just leave time on the table. All you have to do, know where he's coming in, follow him backwards, and shoot him. And if you do it right, he'll never touch the left side of the screen, and then you're good. Okay, so that's it for the shmup block, but my time here is not yet done. We're going to be playing streamers right now, I believe. That should be the next one. And we did have the donation for story mode, so we're going to do that. Just, let's see here real quick. Just don't die. Well, I wouldn't say easy. I mean, I did die. Although, I did get through the hard part without dying. So, I'm pretty proud of that. Roger Streamer's Command, exactly. So again, we do have a lot of great donation incentives. If you donate $10 or more, you're eligible to win a prize. $10 over the course of the marathon, you are eligible to win a Perler. $20, you're eligible for merch from our merch store. But also we have these great game donation incentives. Of course, for me, I will be playing Metal Gear Solid early tomorrow morning, so really late tonight at around 1 a.m. I think, and we're still got a ways to go for the all cutscenes version of that run, which will add about 4 hours to the run over just beating it as fast as possible. So if you want to see all the cutscenes in Metal Gear Solid, and who doesn't, let's be honest, then that is something to consider donating towards, because there's still a lot to do for that one. But also, we have the Tecmo Super Bowl challenge seasons right now. The defensive challenge season is in the lead, but you can vote for the Christian Okoye rushing only season. So the runners will only use Christian Okoye. They will not use the quarterback. They will not use wide receivers. They'll just rush with Christian Okoye. Defense only is pretty cool. I might vote that way with my money if I was donating. So, but go with your heart. But we have many other donation incentives as well. So, any of those that you want to donate towards would greatly help. Be appreciated, and also help out our entire team to help us get to events, as well as to improve stream quality, replace broken equipment as it happens, all that good stuff. And you're benefiting about 30 people that we have here on